Hey, all I want is just cut them there, and there. Just cut them, then they'll pack up closer together.
All right. Ready?
That was Christy's dad, Bobby, that just left the scene. He was involved in a serious accident just about 6 weeks ago. After using his 110 TLB to dig out this tile washout hole, he reached over the edge, attempting to grab that white PVC pipe you see at the bottom, and fell head first into that hole, somersaulting, landing on his back, breaking his neck and back in 4 places, 4 ribs, and his sternum. Somehow he climbed out of that hole, got on his backhoe, and drove home. And did we mention he's 88? The doctors weren't sure he was going to survive, but he's a tough old bird, and God decided it wasn't his time yet. This is basically his first time outside. We got him hooked up on the Ranger there so he can drive around wherever he can get the best view. Perhaps I should say where he can boss.
Bobby, you're going to put us to work.
Yep, that's the way I wanted it, right there, to get them sort of stack up closer.
Yeah, but I was wanting to take the whole tree so that it looked really cool to take that whole tree.
Yep. Well, it's all going to get gone. Just more work.
We're going to take this tree down. We're already having a lot of fun with how to do it, right? You know, anytime you got 4 guys together, you got 5 opinions.
That's right.
That's right.
We're going to get it done.
And I'm sure you've got a different one. Let's get started.
All right.
Okay.
Dig her up.
It's good to see you outside, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being out here.
Yeah. I tell you what, we had you out here 2 seconds and you already started bossing.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. I don't know how we ever would have got this done.
Yeah, you would have got it done like you wanted it.
No, I'm just kidding you. It is good to have you out here and good to have you a little feisty and ready to go. I'm going to see if I can dig. You think I can do that?
Yeah. Hey, all you got to do is reach over there and hit the bucket on the top and see if it'll come over.
You ain't got to dig.
I got 2 people telling me what to do already.
All right.
Do what you want to.
Be sure to stick around till the very end of the video to see us load some wood in Randy's trailer.
You can get that one too, can you?
He could have.
Now, Ronnie may look inexperienced here, but that's not the case. He's got a 4R tractor with an EA grapple. So in other words, a lot bigger setup than this one. And I found that every tractor and grapple takes a different approach.
If you're going to get it with one, I need two on there.
His grapple has a single clamp. That's some of the difference.
Hey, he's moving. Let me get another grip.
But the bigger part of the difference is the different size of the tractor and therefore of the grapple itself.
I'm going to catching up on that root ball. How about if I try it? All right.
With this little tractor and grapple, you have to approach it perfectly. Just the right angle and just the right location. That's just part of the compromise of a tiny tractor. It's fascinating to see how differently each machine reacts. For example, I don't look very comfortable on that 110 TLB backhoe. Flow is much higher and the valves respond differently.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So here's what I did. First of all, you got to be in low range with this tractor. You don't have any power if you're not in low range.
Okay.
Second thing is when I went in and I made sure the bottom forks were below the center point of the trunk on both sides. Third thing is I went in as hard as I could and pushed it as hard as I could. Then, only then, I took the top down, and because of the two clamps, I'm able to clamp over there and at totally different
Well, that's
levels.
what was making it different for me. I'm used to the single clamp, and mine would come on there different because I felt like I was getting hung up on the big root ball
You were.
and not doing anything down here.
You were, and I think we pushed that a little bit by coming in hard before I ever tried to clamp. This one over here.
Yeah.
This one right here, see, I was able to push it in a little further. This has a wider opening than yours too.
Yeah.
Even though it's a smaller. It takes practice, doesn't it, to
It
learn
does.
to pick
Well,
up.
it's different.
Everyone is different. But you see how those two clamps, and then the other thing with this one is to keep squeezing. Because two things. Number one, this will leak down. This hydraulic that I have will leak loose. And the other thing is as you curl, the loads shift and you have to keep squeezing.
Okay.
Makes sense?
It does.
I'm not sure if any of my explanation helped. I found it very hard to describe what I was doing differently than what he did.
And then I think what you can do is with these grapple, the root part of it, it's a root rake, right? Just kind of go through and try to rake up some of those roots. I'll get out of the way with that tractor.
We killed it down and pulled back.
Not tilted down, maybe back tilted about like you are.
Okay.
And that pipe, see, keeps you from going in the ground too far, that cross pipe. Does that make sense?
Yep, we'll try it.
Ain't no need to cut them off.
Whatever he says. See how he's doing here. Go that way. I think it's axe time.
You having fun?
Oh yeah. That one is so much different because mine's got just the one bar on top, but that's got two.
Yeah.
So it's a different learning curve.
Yeah. I like the one actually better.
But he showed me how to do it on there.
I can't believe it, Bobby. I'm going to have to teach you about the two clamps. Now, one thing that's always true, when we have my friend Randy on the video there on the left, he'll be doing the hardest manual labor possible. I believe he's 78 years old now, and he's a hard worker.
You're doing good work there, Randy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so some things have to be done by hand.
Yeah. Sorry.
This one.
Oh, surely we can pull that one.
You
I
don't,
don't-
yeah, but you hurt your
I wanted to do that myself.
Well, he gave us something to do.
But yeah. That's all right. I don't care.
Okay, do we need to cut those off?
I grab it and pull it out because there's a pipe goes through there.
Where do you think that pipe is?
A little further over, little further, little further.
Right in here?
Probably right there.
Well, then we ought to be safe on that.
Just get it, take it, and hook the bucket over it and pull it out.
You don't want the limbs off of this one.
Nah,
Hey, Bobby, what kind of tree is this?
dogwood.
Dogwood. What was the front one a dogwood too?
No, that was a red bud.
A redbud. That one was interesting because it had all those big balls.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't grow square.
I've used a backhoe on a 4 Series tractor 1 or 2 times, and I find this backhoe to be much more powerful. The specs show some difference, but it feels like an enormous difference. If you guys are really interested, I suppose I could go through a detailed difference or a comparison of the specs between the 4320 and this 110 TLB. Gonna pull up the whole yard like a piece of carpet. Bobby and I have tried to find a bolt-on hydraulic thumb for this particular machine, but we haven't found one. I guess we should make the effort to weld one on, because it sure would be handy to have one. I could have used it right here.
Huh?
I think you're gonna have to get up there and do it, Bobby.
No, he did that. He's just messing. He's just playing with it.
I'm trying to minimize the amount of dirt I'm taking. I'm still going to try to get some dirt off of that stump and kind of messing with Ronnie here.
Can you back up a little bit, Bobby? Hold on.
Are you trying to knock it loose? You better back up, Mr. Bobby.
Easy to do something if you got something to do it with.
That's
now.
a fact. Yeah, that's nice. I ain't used to it. I had to do it the old school. With a chain.
Ronnie's a pro with that little grapple now. Didn't take long.
Well, Bobby, your friends would have helped you the other day when you had your big fall.
Yeah.
Yep.
They would.
Old school.
It was great.
But he didn't call anybody.
He didn't call anybody. But we've had a good time today
Yes, we have.
helping you out.
Pretty day to do it.
It's pretty today.
Last day of January in eastern North Carolina, 75.
Look,
Unbelievable.
we got pretty enough time to get that tree yonder. I can use the wood out of it. Can you get it over?
That little oak right there?
That little one. Can you get that one?
Yeah, I think we can probably get that one.
Let's do that tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. That'd be a good plan.
That'll last me a
I
couple
don't think
of years.
we'll do that yet today.
Enough wood for a couple of years.
Guys, depend on your friends. There's nothing more joyful than getting together with some guys and just having a little fun project. Yeah, this wasn't a huge amount of work. Just fun to...
Just need to be done.
Yeah, and just fun to get together.
Yeah.
So, Bobby, thanks for letting us play in your yard.
Oh, you're welcome.
You got anything else?
I wanted to do it, but that's okay. It's done.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you got to see it being done.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with
Time
Tim.
with Tim.
How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Finally loading that wood that I'd prepared to do in the prior video.